Greetings, 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 greetings. On hey, peace and love. This is Chief Kalanago. Let me right now. Let me just give you all a quick introduction. Right, I'm actually in South Jersey right now at one of my brother's houses, and we cooked, we grilled. Me, I don't eat GMO food, so I had some organic wild salmon and some wild rice. Okay, so I took a nap, got into my meditation, and for some reason, as soon as I got up, man, the spirit is like, Chief, go to Trader Joe's, right? So I'm like, listen, I don't need anything in Trader Joe's, but the spirit is just bothering me to go to Trader Joe's. So I got up, got in the truck, put it in the GPS, and Trader Joe's is literally 25 minutes away. Now, mind you, I don't need anything from Trader Joe's. I don't know what I want. I'm just going because the spirit want me to go. So I got in the truck. I'm traveling right now. I'm in South Jersey, and I'm traveling 25 minutes away to go to Trader Joe's for whatever reason. Literally in about 3 miles or less than 3 miles into my travels, I looked on the right and I seen an antique store, like a big warehouse, right? And something tell me to stop. Once again, the spirit is talking to me. I didn't stop. I traveled a mile. The spirit said, Chief, you need to go back. Now, one thing you guys know, I travel in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So the ancestors had me come back. I turned back around, right? And I walked in and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for American Indian art or artifacts or history, right? Going into a couple of stores. I seen a sister and she has the Indian dolls. So they have one that's a little bit amalgamated or light skin, so to speak, that's kind of mixed. And they have one that's, copper tone like us. So I got the one that's copper tone. I'm a little bit tongue tied right now because I'm excited. So she told me there's a brother next door or someone who has a store and he may have some more stuff. Came in, it's one of my elders. And I just want to give thanks to the ancestors, give thanks to the Great Spirit, the Most High, for, allowing me to walk in the path that I walk in, because now the elder has a lot of history and he know who he is. So I asked him if he don't mind, I want to teach the younger generation, the truth, because nobody's telling our story. His story is not our story. You see, we have to uncover our story and tell our truth. And he's a veteran, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let him introduce himself, ask him a few questions, and at first I just want to thank him for his service, you know what I'm saying? And we got to respect our elders, and because of my respect for him, I asked him, hey brother, can I do this? And he says not a problem. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and you guys, I hope you enjoy this because I'm excited. All right, okay, so this is our elder. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Jamil El Tayyib El Sadiq,
Okay,
meaning a good and beautiful friend in Arabic.
in Arabic. Okay, so I know you said you've served. Do you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Yes, I served in the United States Navy during the Korean conflict. I served aboard 5 ships. I encountered some action where I seen men die and drowned, and we could not save them. And as it left a mark in my mind that I thank God that I was able to come back. And the peace of mind and to serve and also reach out to my people and give them some knowledge.
Okay, that's good. So I know you have a store here. So what we're gonna do is after we go through a couple more questions. I'll pan the camera around and you'll give them your address. Let them know where you are in Jersey. You know what? For those that live in Jersey, I will ask them to come support. But me personally, I know I'm gonna come back.
Right.
All right. So so a couple of things. I know. As you could see, when you saw me, I had my headpiece, I had my, a little headband with my feathers, and I came in here asking for American Indian artifacts, right? And I asked you if you know that we're the original people, and you said, yes, we are. So my first question is, seeing that you know that you're American Indian, where is your family from? And can you give me a little history on that?
My grandmother, which was my mother's mother, was a Blackfoot Indian, full-blooded Blackfoot Indian from North Carolina.
Okay.
And she worked on the plantation, but she was not a slave.
So how is that though? Indian. She was a Blackfoot Indian, but they keep telling us everybody who was dark skinned here was slaves. So that got to be a lie then.
And it was a lie. It was a lie. It was a lot of them. My grandmother was of dark skin, not light. She was dark skin, and she married a slave named Tom Edmonds.
And now, when you say a slave, does that mean the slave was an
Slave was
Indian or
from
the slave was an African?
African.
Okay.
They were not allowed to have Indian slaves.
Okay.
Okay, because slaves was here before they were, and they were free people.
Exactly.
Okay, so when the Africans brought them over, they brought the Africans over. They was in chains, they was in bondage, and they sold them, to market like they did a horse or thing.
Right.
So, as a rule, he had Ben Edmonds had 300 slaves.
Okay.
Okay, and my grandmother was a Blackfoot, so she would come. They would let the Indians come and work the crop, and they would give them food in exchange.
Okay.
But they would have to leave because they couldn't hold them.
Okay.
Okay. So she fell in love with a slave named Tom Edmonds, and he then married them. And then after he married them, slavery became over, and they left on their way, and they ended up with 400 acres
Oh.
of
So,
ground.
so Mike. Okay. So, quick question. So, your grandma was a full-blooded
Black Indian.
Black Indian, Blackfoot, right? So now she fell in love with this slave from Africa.
Yeah.
And so while he was a slave, they couldn't be together.
No.
So she had to come visit, like
right.
how they do in prison. You come
Right.
see your husband, but you got to leave.
And she could come on Sundays
Oh.
because my grandmother couldn't read.
Oh, okay.
She could not read English.
Okay,
So
right.
meantime, Tom Edmonds all they knew was the Bible,
Right.
which was a white man's book.
Yeah.
So she learned some words through the Bible. And
Okay.
so he became very affluent, and he could read
Right.
because he sneaked down and get the Bible, and they would go through it and reverse it. That's how they learned
They
how
learned.
to read.
Okay.
Okay.
So doesn't that remind you like conjugal visits now, like they have in jail? If you're in jail,
It's the same.
It's the same thing, same
Same
system.
concept.
Wow,
Okay?
wow.
So
I didn't know this.
yes, the same concept. So when slavery was over, they ended up with 400 acres of ground, and from that they had 13 children. 13.
Yeah.
There was 9. There was 8 brothers and 4 women.
That's
So
amazing.
13. And they worked the crop and everything. And as a rule, the migration from the South, it got a little tough because even after slavery was over, they were still robbing
Yeah.
the free slaves.
Exactly. Hence the concept Robin Hood.
Exactly. They
Right,
were Robin
right.
Hood. They go out
Yep.
at night. They would steal all their livestock,
Yep.
the whole 9 yards, the chickens, the whole 9 yards. And in fact, when I went down south, I was with them. We all had to have a shotgun on Sunday because they would raid the houses on Sunday because most of the black people was in the church.
In the church,
And
exactly.
the whites knew that.
Wow, wow,
So
wow.
so what happened was we had to take turns on leaving some people back so
Yeah.
that we can protect our crops. And
Right.
stuff, okay. So as a result, my mother and them, they left and came north.
Okay.
Okay, and when they came north, everybody seemed to split up,
Okay.
And from that, I do know where some of my people are because when they scattered, they went to Baltimore and New York. So we lost connection.
Okay.
You know?
So I know you have the history of your grandmother's side down pat, but how about your father's side? Do you know anything about that?
My father, my father was from Saluda, South Carolina. This was South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay, and they were from the Smith Reservation.
Okay.
Okay, they migrated north.
So was he an Indian as well?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I can't
Okay.
find that. But
Okay.
but I do know this: that when he went north, the last name was Pitts,
Oh, okay.
George Pitts.
Okay.
Pitts was an Irishman,
Okay.
and as a rule, the mixing, I have the fair skin to the light
Yes.
Indian family, and that's for the pigmentation of
Yeah.
the Irishman.
Right.
It's-
Right.
What happened to me was I changed my name in 1980,
Okay.
1960.
Okay.
And I said that
Yes, go ahead, sis. You know, go ahead, do your thing. He has to conduct business as well. So I know he has a store.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because I know it's close.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and as a rule, the family on my father's side, I knew very little of them because the fact was that on my mother's side, they kept a list in the Bible
Okay.
of who born and what. So we
Oh,
had
okay,
that
okay.
history.
Right.
Okay. My grandmother lived to be 99.
All right.
Okay.
Grace to the ancestors. Yeah.
And then my mother lived to be 99.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so we had longevity because the fact is the food that they ate was herbals. And
There
stuff.
we go. We ate of the land.
We ate of the land.
We grew our own food.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes,
exactly.
yes.
And to this day,
Man.
I don't eat a lot of things because
Right.
I know that stuff in there is like poison.
Poison, exactly.
Okay.
Man, I'm
So-
loving this, man. I'm loving this, man. This is amazing.
But
Give
the
thanks to
problem
the
is,
ancestors. Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
proud that I changed my name because the reason why I changed my name, I became a Muslim. And my name became Jamil El Tan El Sadiq, a good and beautiful friend.
Right.
And the reason why I changed my name is I wanted to get rid of the slave master's name.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So
right.
I was not going to have my sons carrying Edmund's name,
Which is
or
the slave
Fitz's
master's name.
Which is slave. So you're not free.
There we go. Exactly.
You're
You're
not
right.
free.
You're right. And that's
So
how
I
they
try
still
to
tricking
tell
our people
you
today.
smile,
Right?
That means that you're not learning. Haven't learned who you are.
Exactly.
And you learn that we were the master race. Really, we are.
We are the master race. Absolutely.
And we are the color, the hair, and everything.
Yep. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So quick question, right? I know everybody's always talking about the Moors, right? Now, when I spoke to you earlier, you said that the Moors were the Moors were here before the slave masters came. But I ask you another question. I ask you if the Moors are original to this land, and you said no. So where are the Moors originally from?
The Moors are originally from Africa, which is part of Ethiopia.
Okay.
And they fled it north and over to the Alps. They got into Italy. And then they moved into Spain.
Okay.
And they conquered Spain.
And that's where they ruled for
And they
711
ruled for
years.
711 years.
Right.
After they left and got ran out,
Okay.
they took to the sea and they became pirates of the sea. And they captured everything from there to Greece.
Wow.
They ruled. And that's why when Queen Isabella and Christopher Columbus, they got a Moor to lead them to the ocean, to the sea, because they were masters of the sea.
Right, exactly.
They knew.
So the Moors brought them here.
The Moors brought them there.
Yes.
When the Moors came here, they found that there was more Moors already here.
Right.
Wearing the
fez and everything. Okay.
So now what happens is the Moors were so intelligent that if you look at everything that is in America, all of the dome represents the Moors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
the
of
architecture.
The architect was Moors.
Was Moorish. Yeah.
Washington D.C. was designed by Moors.
By Moors, exactly.
Okay?
You're right.
So
right.
therefore, we came here with the knowledge.
Yeah.
But the man tried to take it, but he couldn't take it because we had the knowledge here.
Right. I feel you.
See?
I feel you.
So
yeah,
when I look around and see all the buildings, they're Moors.
Right.
Moorish, and most people don't even know it. Walking.
So in terms of you know the and I know you got to go. In terms of the American Indians and the Moors were more technology savvy in terms of architecture, but we were more the children of the wilderness, the jungle, the land.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you knew when the Moors were here, their diet and everything was different. They didn't eat any pork because they didn't have pig.
Right.
Because so the fowl, they live off the fowl and the fruit of the land.
Right.
So when this man came and doctored us, my grandmother said that all they was allowed to eat was the pig, pig feet, pig foot, pig ear, pig nose, hog maws, which was the gut.
The gut,
everything. That's what my ancestors they survived on.
Right.
Okay. And as a rule today, the habit hasn't changed because the dietary law is making us sick.
Exactly. You're right.
And we can't see it.
Right.
We're overweight. We didn't have diabetes from Africa.
Exactly.
We didn't have all the things that they got today.
Right.
But it's through the foods that we're eating.
Okay, I get that. So that's a beautiful thing. I really appreciate that. Now, in closing, I know you have a store, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you give people, let them know the address, you know, so they could come support, and I'll pan around, let them see some of the things that you have. So how long you've been in this location at this store?
We've been here. This store, we've been here going on 5 years.
Okay. And what is the address, if you don't mind?
The address is 366 Cross Keys Road, Sickle, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. So family, you heard that from the elder. If you guys happen to be in the area, come support. I told him that, you know, or what I requested, I didn't tell him, that's my elder, I can't tell him what to do, but I suggested that he get more American Indian artifacts.
I will do.
Okay, and he told me he will, so I'll come back and support him. But he has some stuff. I'm gonna pan the camera around, and I just want to thank you, man. And you know, for me, like I tell people, I move in the spirit, and the spirit is what brought me here, because I up to now, I don't even know what I'm going to Trader Joe's for.
Right.
You know, to me, what I was going,
When you come back, I have a book.
Okay.
On the Indian.
Okay.
From the
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna take your card, and then I'll give you a call, right?
Give you a card.
Yes, and then I'll come back, and I want to go through this book. So family, give thanks to the elder for this journey, or this history. That's his store. He has you know, some artifacts right here, but he told me the next time I come back, he will have a lot more American Indian stuff. So please come support. As you could see, he's been here for over 5 years. And we got to learn to, you know, support our own, because that's how we're going to grow. Every other culture, every other race, every other ethnic group support their own. And it's about time we start loving each other again. So my elder, my brother, I want to thank you. You have some of the stuff here on the walls. Okay. All right. Man. Elder, I don't know if anybody ever told you this. I met you today for the first time, but I just want you to know I love you, man.
Okay.
You know, I love you. I have a lot of respect for my elders.
And I have a book that I'm going to give you when you come back.
When I come back.
On the Indian.
Okay.
And it's survival throughout the country.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so family, I'm about to exit right now, and I'll talk to you guys a little peace.